Daily Antidote of Song. It is, let's see, what is it? It's Sunday, April 30th. We are hurtling towards May. So soon, I can't believe it. And we are so delighted that you have decided to join us today on this beautiful Sunday. At least it's beautiful here on day 1120. Thank you, Carolyn. All right, let's get this party started, shall we? Everybody wave a big hello to all of our friends watching out there on the live streams. Hi, we love you. Thank you for tuning in. Hi to our fearless leader, Joe Rossi. Hope you're doing well. Hello to our song leader of the day and a very dear friend of mine, Jim Harkless. We'll get back to him in just a minute. Hello to Kevin in DC. Thanks for bringing your flute. Can't wait to, well, pretend I hear it. Hey to Aloysius in Westford, Mass. Looks like you're on a walk. Hello to Arlene in Berkeley, California. Hi to Delhi. Hello to Pauline and Dad in Newcastle. Hello. Hi to Sheila. Hello to Julie in Ontario, Canada. Hi to Susan. Hello. That's not just Susan. We've got two people there. Hello to you both. Hi to Carolyn in Boise, Idaho. Hello to Luda and Mark in Victoria, BC. Hearts to you guys. Hello to Bonnie and Ione in Michigan. Y'all are looking lovely. Hello to Tom in Nashville, Bob and one of the Cinnamon Bears in Massachusetts. Hello to Amanda and Miles in Michigan. Hey to Susan G. Hello to Hoda in BC. Hi to Ruth in Birmingham in the UK. Kathy in rainy Virginia. Hello to Antonina in Santa Cruz, California. Hello to Jamie in Victoria, BC. Hi to Bob. Hello to Phil, tuning in from the UK. Hello. Hi to Karen. Hello to Deborah in Kentucky. Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Let's see who else we've got. Annette in California. And all of our friends joining us off camera right now. That's Janet, Bronwyn in Victoria, BC. Linda on Orcas Island. Jenny in Suffolk in the UK. Gwyn, Cricket, Ralph in Victoria. Who else is here? Sandy in Western North Carolina. Carol J in Connecticut. Lynn and Gary. I think that is everybody right now, but if I didn't get you just then, I will be sure to get you on the goodbyes. It is so lovely to see you all here on this lovely spring day. And I am so excited to bring to the stage Jim Harkless. You know him, you love him, I know him, I love him. Hey Jim, how you doing?
Hi, Aaron. It's good to see you, and it's good to see all of my friends. And It's a cloudy day here in Washington, or the Washington area. I'm in Silver Spring, and
Yeah,
fortunately, yesterday the Washington Rebels celebrated their first May Day performance. Celebration out at Glen Echo Park, which the park opened yesterday, and there were lots of people there. It was a cloudy day, but it didn't rain,
thank
and
goodness.
they have a carousel there, so the children, lots and lots of children were there.
So
It was a
much fun.
wonderful day.
I remember going to that carousel as a little kid and a not so little kid my whole life. Love that carousel. And they are so lucky to have you guys, to have Washington Rebels as a big part of the grand reopening of the carousel for a couple of years now. It's a really great tradition. It's
Yes, we
wonderful.
and Revels now has its headquarters office there, so it's a new home for us.
It's a great
Uh,
home for a lot of artistic organizations. It's wonderful.
and Today I'm going to go back to a spiritual that I sang some time ago, which is one of my favorites. It's not that well known. I don't know why. Called On My Journey Now, Mount Zion. It's a very simple song. And are the lyrics in the chat?
They will be in 1 second. Go ahead and start teaching us.
All right, it's starts on my journey now, Mount Zion. On my journey now, Mount Zion. On my journey now, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Let's do that. On my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Okay, and then it goes, and I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. And I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. So let's put that together. On my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. Have we got it? You want to start? Let me
I
see.
think we've got it. Take it away.
Okay. All right. On my journey now, Mount Zion. On my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, one day, I was walking along, and the elements opened, and the love come down Mount Zion. On my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I went to the valley and I didn't go to stay, but my soul got happy and I stayed all day. Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. You can talk about me just as much as you please. Well, I talk about you just as much when I get on my knees. Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. Last time, on my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion.
Ah, beautiful. So much fun. Such a fun way to start our day, or at least start my day. Some people with better schedules might have already started their day. And certainly some people who are further east than I am have definitely already started their day and maybe are even ending it right now. That's a great song.
Well, thank you.
So we've got so many things to talk about because you have so many things coming up. So Jubilee Voices has several exciting things in the works right now. Tell us about your May trip.
Well, on May 17th, we'll be traveling. Our first trip, but traveling anywhere. We've been invited to sing Mercer College in Macon, Georgia. Uh,
That's amazing.
there's a professor there. She's actually related to a longtime reveler who lives in Maine. I, you may, Aaron, you probably know Ricky Snyder and
Oh my gosh.
her husband Milan,
No kidding.
and his sister teaches there,
Oh my gosh.
and she has a course for some of the students. They've gone to St. Simon's Island, where the Gullah Geechee culture still
Mm.
exists, and they've been doing narratives of the inhabitants there, of their memories. and there's going to be a concert or a presentation of those narratives, and they've invited us to come
Amazing.
down and sing some of the songs. Uh,
Oh,
and we're really looking forward to doing that. That'll be a great new experience for us.
God, that's gonna be wonderful. My gosh. Wow. So that's one thing that's coming up. And then of course, as happened last year, and I believe even the year before that, as has been happening for many years, but is being ever expanded, uh, Jubilee Voices participates in so many really wonderful Juneteenth events in the month of June. So tell us about some of those.
Yes, there are going to be actually uh, two, I think, this year. One is, I think, going to be again at Glen Echo for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the last 2 years, we've gone to the city of Alexandria, Virginia,
Yes,
a big celebration of Juneteenth, and we'll be singing at both of those
it's
celebrations.
wonderful. It has been so incredible, just even from my perspective of the past several years, getting to watch from behind the scenes as Jubilee Voices just really gets to take center stage more than they have in the past, and gets to expand and do all of these really wonderful cool events and be such a fundamental pillar of this performance community, because you are such a fundamental pillar of the Rebels community. And it's really wonderful to watch this group just flourish and get the appreciation that it deserves.
Yes, this time also there'll be a new twi- twist, or the Heritage Voices, which is another group, Rebels group, is going to join us in both of those performances.
Wonderful.
The Heritage Voices got started when they were doing the recognition of the Civil War, the ending of the
Mm,
Civil War, and Heritage Voices was started Montgomery County, Maryland, had a lot of events in connection with that, and Heritage Voices sang songs of that period, and many of us was were singing with that also, including myself. And so we're
yeah,
going to join forces.
that's wonderful. That's great. That's yeah, I can't just keep saying that's great, but really it's really exciting, and it's so wonderful to see all of this stuff happen. Sometimes I feel like I can't always see all of the amazing work that's being done, because for those of you who don't know, I performed with Washington Rebels for years. I saw their shows before that for even more years, and I worked backstage with them for years, and now I'm on their board of directors, but I don't live in the area anymore. And so, of course, I'm still, involved in making the decisions and trying to make things happen, but sometimes it feels so far away that I feel like I can't really see the change that we're trying to make. And so it's really, really wonderful to hear about these events and to see kind of these things come to fruition of just the work being done and these amazing things happening. So thank you for that.
Yes, it was actually really great to see you a couple of Sundays
That's
ago.
true. Me and
uh,
Jim and Joe were all in the same room together at the Washington Rebels 40th anniversary party that I was part of the very small planning committee on. And that was kind of a surreal experience to get to see everybody in person again. We do have some photos together. We just have to track them down, but we'll be sure to pop those in the email when we do track them down.
yes, Kathy Mayer was one of the people there
And
from the head
Kathy
of.
was there. It was absolutely wild to have everybody just be there in person, and we have to send those photos out as soon as we get them. Kathy, if you have any idea where they are, let us know, because I don't even remember who took them. So I know you took one of us, but then someone took one of all of us. I don't know. I don't even know, but they should be floating around somewhere, and hopefully hopefully we can track them down because I would
Uh,
like to see them as
yeah,
well.
they've been posted
They
somewhere.
were in the email last week. Shows you how
Not,
much
not,
attention I pay.
I'm not quite sure. I think they may have been on Facebook.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, before I embarrass myself any further with not having scrolled to the bottom of the email, shame.
Yeah,
Shame on me. Yes,
busy.
Busygram was also there.
I see. Yes. Hi, Busy. It's great to have you with us again today. And you've done so much. You should actually be very proud of what's happened with Carpe Diem and how its activities are affecting our community. Not
Indeed.
only the community in uh, the immediate Washington area, but on the Eastern Shore. You've got lot of things going there too. So it's really wonderful.
It is. It is really amazing. Well, anything else that you want to say to the community before we sing a second time?
Well,
As I've
uh, the uh, the Jubilee Voices actually has a post of giving more of an explanation of what we're going to be doing in St. Simon's
oh
Island,
great.
and I I don't know if you can find that, but it's on Facebook, and
Awesome.
those who are interested might want to read that, and also donations are always welcome.
Sure. I'm sure it's a quite an expense to try to plan something this big. So if you want to see any more information about it, go ahead and check out the link in the chat that has lots of information about Washington Rebels, all of its groups, all of its subsidiaries, all of its endeavors right now. So I have one last thing that I want to say before we sing again, and that is that, as many of you know, it is Caroline Quant in DC's birthday today, and she is out celebrating with her family. I believe she's with her sister watching her sister's husband in a production of, was it Sense and Sensibility or Pride and Prejudice? One of those. So hopefully she is out there having a wonderful day, but let's just go to gallery view for a second. Everybody give her lots of birthday love and say, we love you, Caroline, and happy birthday to you. A happy birthday to you. And honestly, I think that is all that that's all that we have to do. I think it's time to sing again.
All right, and I'll add
Do it, Jen.
my birthday greetings also to Carolyn. Thank you for being a an important member of our community. All right, are we ready to go again? On my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. One day, I was walking along. Well, the elements opened and the love come down. Mount Zion, on my journey now. Mount Zion, on my journey now. Mount Zion, well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I went to the valley and I didn't go to stay. Well, my soul got happy and I stayed all day, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. You can talk about me just as much as you please. Well, I'll talk about you When I get on my knees, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now, Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion. Last time, on my journey now, Mount Zion, on my journey now. Mount Zion. Well, I wouldn't take nothing, Mount Zion, for my journey now, Mount Zion.
Give it up for Jim Harkless, everybody. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful day. Thank you so much. That was gorgeous. That was perfect.
Well, thank you. And I've got some special friends from Lexington, Kentucky, also joining us today.
No kidding. How amazing.
Susan, and her husband David, and
Oh, wonderful.
they've been with us before. And I was sorry, I was sorry to miss Phil's early morning live stream from the UK. But I, I was there with you in spirit, Phil. Phil Hogg had a live stream program this morning, and he's with us
Yes,
now.
I hope any of you who were able to go enjoyed it immensely, and I hope that it went wonderfully. Last thing, just for the record, those of you who have any kind of birthday signage that you would like to hold up, not right this second, but once we end the live stream, we'll do a couple of birthday screenshots so we can send those to Caroline so that she knows that she was celebrated. And with that, I think that it's time
Also,
to say
Eileen,
goodbye.
thank you for your nice recognition.
Yes, that is a beautiful sign. That is gorgeous. The Daily Antidote of Song does love you. And that is an excellent and a well-deserved crown on your head that she's drawn. Oh my goodness.
All right,
How
thank you,
lovely.
everyone. It's so good to see you.
Thank you, Jim. It's always wonderful to have you on. And thank you, everybody here. We are so glad that you're here. So let's say goodbye. Goodbye, and another big thank you to Jim Harkless of Jubilee Voices, of Washington Rebels, of the general Silver Spring, Washington area, who are all lucky to have you. Goodbye, and thank you to Joe in Tacoma Park, our fearless leader. Bye to Kevin in DC. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye to Arlene in Berkeley, California, Pauline and Dad in Newcastle. Goodbye to Sheila in Florida. Goodbye to Julie in Ontario. Susan and Jim, what did you say? Who's with Susan? It's Susan and
David.
Susan and David. So good to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Goodbye to Carolyn in Boise, Idaho. Bye to Luda and Mark in Victoria, BC. Bonnie and Ione in Michigan. Bye to Amanda and Miles in Michigan. I was gonna say, Miles looks a little furrier than usual. That's Kitty Cat. Miles and Amanda and Kitty Cat, whose name I don't know, but feel free to put in the chat because I would love to know. I would love to know. Susan, goodbye. Goodbye to Susan. Goodbye to Hoda in BC, Ruth in Birmingham in the UK, Kathy in Virginia, Antonina in Santa Cruz, California, Jamie in Victoria, BC, Bob, goodbye. Bill and Shizuka, that's right. You're not in the UK right now. You're in Nagasaki. You're in Japan. That's right. You bounce back and forth between those two. I get lost which one you're in at the moment. Bye to Karen in Iowa. Goodbye to Deborah in Kentucky. Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Goodbye to Annette in California. Jamie in Virginia. Busy Graham in Silver Spring / the general DMV area. Bye to Storm in Massachusetts. Martha, goodbye. Goodbye to Ann in Silver Spring, Maryland. Fred in Silver Spring. Goodbye to Bob and the Cinnamon Bears in Massachusetts, and also Mabel, wherever she is. Say goodbye to her as well. Bye to Don and the Curly Tops. I only see one Curly Top, but goodbye to all of you. Bye to Aloysius in Westford, Mass. Jane in Texas. Tom in Nashville. Janet, goodbye. Goodbye to Linda on Orcas Island. Goodbye. Bye to Ralph and Victoria. Lynn, goodbye. Bye to Gary. Goodbye to Cricket. Goodbye to someone joining in on their phone. Goodbye. Goodbye to Kevin. Feel better. Keep feeling better. We're sending you so much love. Goodbye to Alan H. Hey, there's another reveler. Hello, hello. Hello, goodbye. Bye to Anna in Cambridge, Mass, and Jane in Maryland. And of course, a big goodbye, and everyone wave goodbye to them. Goodbye to everyone watching out there on the live stream. Thanks for